Have you ever felt like you're living a double life? Not in a dramatic spy movie kind of way, but internally. There's the you that goes to work, pays the bills, and scrolls through social media, the you that everyone knows. But then, there's another you. A version that whispers to you late at night, a version full of untapped potential, grand ideas, and a burning desire for more. This isn't just you daydreaming. This is the beginning of the most important war you'll ever fight. The war between who you are and who you could become. This internal conflict feels a lot like an identity crisis, and in many ways, it is. It's that nagging feeling that the person you present to the world isn't the complete picture. It's the gap between your daily reality and your deepest aspirations. Society gives us a script. Go to school, get a job, follow the path. But what happens when your inner voice starts ad-libbing? What happens when it tells you that you were meant for a different stage, a different role entirely? That's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something is trying to be born through you. It's the call to adventure, the first stirrings of your own personal transformation. This journey to becoming your highest self isn't about slapping on a new personality like a coat of paint. It's a deep, archaeological dig into your own soul. This is where the concept of shadow work comes in. Your shadow self isn't evil. It's just the parts of you that you've disowned or hidden away out of fear, shame, or because they didn't fit into the neat little box you were trying to live in. Maybe it's your creative side that you suppressed because you were told it wasn't a real career. Maybe it's your assertiveness that you buried because you were taught to be agreeable. Acknowledging this shadow isn't about indulging your worst impulses. It's about integration. It's about taking back the power and energy you've been using to keep those parts of yourself hidden and redirecting that energy toward building the life you truly want. True self-mastery begins when you stop fighting parts of yourself and start understanding them. The ancient Stoic philosophers had a powerful way of looking at this. They didn't see life as a struggle against fate, but as a partnership with it. They believed we should focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our judgments, our actions, and accept what we cannot. This is incredibly relevant to our inner war. You can't control the fact that you have this deep yearning for more. You can't control the past that shaped the you of today. But you have absolute control over how you respond to that inner calling right now. Will you ignore it, numb it, and stay comfortable? Or will you embrace the discomfort, listen to that inner voice, and take one small deliberate step toward the person you know you can be? That is the essence of the philosophy of growth, using every moment as an opportunity to practice becoming better. So, how do you start listening to that inner voice when the world is so loud? It begins with creating space for mental clarity. This isn't about sitting on a mountaintop for a month. It can be as simple as a 10-minute walk without your phone, a few pages of journaling before bed, or just sitting in silence and asking yourself, what do I truly want? At first, the answers might be confusing. Your inner critic might shout over your inner guide, but with practice you'll learn to distinguish the voice of fear from the voice of your potential. The voice of potential doesn't usually scream. It's a steady, quiet hum beneath the surface noise. Your job is to quiet the noise long enough to hear the melody. This brings us to a huge question. Is it destiny versus potential? Are we fated to be one thing, or can we build ourselves into another? I believe it's a dance between the two. Your potential is your destiny waiting to be activated. It's not some fixed point in the future you either hit or miss. It's a direction. It's a compass pointing toward your true north. The you of today has a set of skills, experiences, and beliefs. The you that you could become is not a different person. It's a more integrated, expanded, and authentic version of the person you already are. It's you, with all the dust wiped off. It's you, standing in the full light of your own being. This process of personal transformation is not a one-time event. It's a continuous cycle of shedding skins. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and what feels like failure. You might take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's okay. That's part of the process. Every time you choose to listen to your inner voice over the voice of doubt, you win a battle. Every time you integrate a piece of your shadow, you gain an ally. Every time you take a conscious action toward your goals, you are actively co-creating your future self. This isn't about achieving a final perfect state of being. The goal is not to arrive at your highest self, but to be in the constant, beautiful, and challenging process of becoming it. The war between who you are and who you could be is the only war where victory is guaranteed if you just keep showing up for the fight. It's not a war against an external enemy. It's a negotiation for your own wholeness. It's the most profound act of self-love you can engage in. It's about choosing, again and again, to believe in the person you can't yet see, but can absolutely feel. It's about honoring that deep inner knowing that you are here for more. So the next time you feel that internal tug of war, don't see it as a crisis. See it as an invitation to step onto the battlefield of your own soul and fight for the incredible person you were always meant to become. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more conversations like this. I'd love to hear in the comments, what is one small step you can take this week to honor your potential self? Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep becoming.